So let's start the usual walk around, okay? So this is the oxygen discharge. Once it's green is okay. Sometimes we have bird strike, and this is a quite common spot for them. Once again, the statics must be obviously very clean. About the brakes, no doors open, no leakage, no fluids inside of it. It seems pretty good. No dents. The ram air turbine, so closed. Very good. The lights are okay. So remember, green on the right side. Okay. Here, approaching the APU. It's working now, so a little bit noisy. Again, the fuel decharger, okay. I should stress, first to fly, okay? The first A330neo in the skies, ever. Again, no hydraulic leakage. Brakes are okay. Very good. Pneumatic. Good to go and return, no problems. Very good shape. So it's done. Let's go up and prepare our cockpit. So we are parked on position 142, and we shall probably be allowed to push back facing south in order then to proceed via Gulf. We have there a spot when crossing Quebec. Proceeding on the Gulf, we'll turn left, proceeding on uniform, and for today we need the full length. Check. Okay, so Mike, we are just closing and prepare our preparation. So within a few minutes we are departing from this position. We'll take about 7-8 minutes to take off point position. We'll be runway 02 today. So it will take us 9 hours, 50 minutes. And we are expecting some good weather en route, maybe sometimes a little bit turbulent, nothing special. And so we'll be, by the time we'll be landing in Maputo. Well, I wish you all a pleasant flight. Thank you.
Lisboa, boa noite, Portugal 283 Heavy, stand 142, we are fully ready for push and start.
Portugal 283 Heavy, ground boa noite, stand 142, push and start approved facing south.
Push and start approved facing south, Portugal 283 Heavy.
Engine number 1, master switch on. Start valve open, N2. Igniter alpha, full flow, SGT, N1.
Igniter off. Avail 246. Engine 2 parameters normal.
Okay, engine number 2 is done also, so you may remove all equipment. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. See you next time. Thank you.
Alright, so after start checklist.
After start checklist, climb thrust nose.
Derated to
Anti-ice.
off.
Anti-ice off, press ECAM status.
Check no status.
Pitch trim.
3.825. 3.825 set.
Gather trim.
0.
After start checklist completed.
Taxi clearance, please.
Ground Portugal 283 Heavy, request taxi.
Portugal Control 283 Heavy, taxi Golf, uniform, holding point, November, runway 02.
Golf uniform and we request full length for today, Portugal 283.
Control 283, Roger, Golf, uniform, hold short, November, exact Mike.
Golf uniform, all short November, Portugal 283.
Okay, as briefed, checked. Clear on right side?
Clear on the right side.
On left also.
Control 552, standby tower, 118-105. Control 446 now, ground apart, and 125. Push and start approved, facing north.
All clear.
Facing north, Portugal 446.
Flight controls check.
Control 135, standby tower, 118-105.
Hold down.
Neutral.
Full left, clear on the right.
On left.
Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral, my side. Runway 02, magnetic 025. It's almost confirmed.
Unity 1 Yankee Romeo, vacate Hotel 4, Uniform 4.
Hotel 4, Uniform 5, we're at 1 Yankee Romeo.
Hotel 4, Uniform 4, expedited, sir. Portugal 283 Heavy, wind 320 degrees, 8 knots, variable 290. 2350 degrees, runway 02, clear for immediate takeoff, traffic 3 miles final, Bovo.
Clear for immediate takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 283.
Take off. Check.
Media 31 Yankee Romeo, contact ground on 121.755.
Stabilized. 121.755.
Manual target, SOS runway, auto turns.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate.
Portugal 195 Zulu, wind 320 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, clear.
Positive climb.
Get up.
Runway 02, Portugal 195 Zulu.
Enough.
Portugal 197 Bonoi Tower behind 320, short final 02, 195, line left and behind. Behind 320 on short final, line left and behind, via Mike 5, Portugal 1970, mid 183, Papa descend to 3000 feet and turn left heading 050. Heading 3000, left 050, Philadelphia, 50 Papa.
Lisboa, boa noite, Portugal 283 Heavy, crossing 1400 feet.
Portugal 283, Lisboa, approach Botar identified, continue climb flight level 240.
Continue climb flight level 240, Portugal 283 Heavy.
Set 24,000.
Radar, telephone check of Delta for information, we are in the
Related to auto turns climb. Flaps 1.
Speed is checked. Flaps 1.
24,000 blue.
Checked.
Hotel Golf Delta, Roger.
Speed.
Flap 0.
Speed is checked. Flap 0, relief.
Setting 130.
Is working.
Back to 1.
130 degrees, takeoff Delta. Portugal 283, fly heading 110.
Fly heading 110, Portugal 283.
Select heading 110. Open climb heading.
110 is set. And checked.
Here we are at flight level 350. We just entered Algiers. Okay. We will continue climb today up 390. So would be able to climb up to flight level 410, but due to wind we will stay at 390. It's better for us. So it's a long journey for today, and we are going to cross Africa. So today we have good weather. Let's say a little bit cloudy, with a few cumulonimbus in the center of Africa, as usually. So maybe we will have to avoid some of them, but we will experience a little bit turbulent, nothing special. So, but we will improve later on, namely when overflying Mozambique. So we are expecting some good weather when arriving, okay? Here you have a scroll line, as you can see. Also we have flashes outside. And fortunately, apparently we are going fly through them. These cumulonimbus here, in this part of Africa, they could be very huge, unbelievable. They come up to 45,000 feet sometimes. We must avoid them at any cost. As you know by now, we must be carefully with the wind direction when avoiding these cumulonimbus, trying not to be at downstream of them. And we have a recommendation to go avoiding giving them 20 miles, okay, in order not to be touched by that turbulence on our side.
Leaving flight level 370, climbing flight level 390.
It calls speed 300, 390 blue. Also here we have an in-flight broadcast procedure. Since the controls and the controlling system is not so effective, we need to make this in-flight broadcast for everyone. Okay, so there is a specific frequency. Everyone is paying attention to this frequency all the time, and there is a standardized message to be broadcast. So in that sense, we time to time, for instance, a few minutes before entering a boundary or leaving a flight level to another one, we should, and we do it, make this kind of in-flight broadcast saying where we are, at what altitude, and what is our direction, and the points we are going to overfly to. Okay. We are going to overfly a little bit turbulent area. So in that sense, we are going to prepare the passengers and our colleagues. Seat belts on. I'm sure we are going to overfly the clouds, but still the turbulence is going up here.
Right now we are on Harare FIR. We will leave Harare FIR in Kurla. In this position we will be entering Beira FIR, which is already controlled by Mozambique. And the weather in Maputo right now is quite good. The wind is relatively calm, with a good visibility, and some few clouds and a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. And we are estimated to start our descent in about 25 minutes, more or less. And that's it for now. So, arrival briefing. So we have new aircraft. We have to be careful because of the wingspan, but we're already used to this aircraft. Runway state is dry. The wind is not very strong. It's 190 with 9 knots, so a little bit from the left side.
Okay.
NOTAMs. We don't have anything special. We have the ILS is inoperative. We already know that. So we're going to perform our nav approach, GNSS our nav.
Check.
Charts 620 from October 2018.
Copy.
We are going to do an A2Z. A2Z 1 Bravo arrival.
Check.
Which is coming from the north and is directly to Chacal.
Should we report over Kurla? No.
Yeah, maybe it's...
Is that okay?
Yeah.
This time.
Portugal 33, contact Maputo 127.3, bye-bye.
Maputo 1273, bye ma'am, thank you. Maputo, Portugal 283 Heavy, checking Kurla at flight level 390, bon dia.
Okay, so minimum sector altitude is 3,000 feet, 25 nautical miles from the airfield. The airport elevation is almost sea level, 147 feet. Transition level is by ATC and transition altitude 3,000 feet. GNSS required, we have GNSS. Runway 23, we're going to approach from Chacal at 3,400 feet. Minimum sector is the same, is at 3,000 feet. The runway is very long, it has 3,600 meters, so it's no problem with that. We have 45 meters, 45 by 45 meters. The puppies are calibrated for 3 degrees. And so at Chagot 1,900, and then the minimums will be for our category, Delta, 570 feet. The go-around procedure is straight ahead, 2 shot hits, 3,000 feet.
For the checklist, briefing.
Confirm.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seat belts.
1.
Minimums.
570 feet.
570 blue sets. Down to the line.
Check.
Alright. Temperature's okay?
Yes.
Okay, I have contact with the ground with the sea
Yes.
on our left-hand side, so we should be on the track.
Yes. Flaps 2.
Speed, check. Flaps 2.
Check.
9.3 miles.
Yes.
Very good. On the glide.
Gear down. Vou estar aqui com velocidade. F black slope.
Check. At 6 miles, 2,240.
Check.
Okay, 6 miles,
Yeah.
2,240 now.
Check.
Very good.
Flaps 3.
Speed, check. Flaps 3. Landing checklist,
Landing checklist.
cabin crew,
Advise.
all address,
Speed.
ECAM memo.
Landing number.
Landing checklist completed.
Check. For the runway inside.
Runway inside,
Yes.
very good. Maputo, Portugal 283 with runway inside.
Portugal 283, copy the contact Maputo Tower frequency 118.1, good day.
118.1, bye-bye ma'am. Maputo Tower, Portugal 283 heavy on final runway 23, bon dia.
Portugal 283, bom dia, inside wind 230 degrees, 193 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land on runway 23, Portugal 283.
Então, olha, autopilot off.
Yes.
Okay.
minimum.
Continue.
Check.
Motion start is approved. Mozambique 130, startup is approved, standby push.
Start approved, standby push, Mozambique 130. Maputo Tower, Mozambique 301, requesting taxi.
Estou agora a meter os fones, está
Mozambique
bem?
301, taxi 12 point runway 23, via taxiway Delta, cross runway 1028. Clear to holding point 23 via Delta, clear to cross runway 1038,
Out.
Mozambique 301.
Reverse.
Feedback correct, expedite
Bring
cross runway
this out.
1028.
Ora, auto brakes off.
Yes.
Passamos lá à frente, está bem?
Expedite crossing 1028, Mozambique 301.
Tower, Mozambique 130, Louis, 1 forward delay.
Ask is Boeing 737.
Oh, thank you.
70 knots.
Check.
Alright. Working big set. Temo 5 minutos e 50. Ready. Fuel is on. Engine number 1 master switch off. 0 temperature engine number 2 master switch off. Fuel flow 0. Temperature diminished. It was a really pleasure to have you with us today on board. We got on time, so as usual. Unfortunately, not so the weather. So not so good, but we'll improve later on, and I'm sure it will be better after tomorrow when getting back home. So see you then. Bye bye. Guys, welcome on board again. Let's perform the TP284 today. It will be 10 hours, 35 minutes. Some good weather also, maybe sometimes a little bit turbulent, nothing special. Also some good weather waiting for us in Lisbon. We are going to have a briefing now, aiming to take off within 15 minutes at most. Enjoy your flight.
D1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Landing gear up.
Nav.
Heading pull. Heading. Open climb.
Let's start.
Open climb. Set heading by the right. Initially to position at 2Z.
Check.
Thrust rated climb. Alt cruise blue, alt thrust.
Check.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Speed target 250 magenta.
Upwood Portugal 284, just born, turning by the right.
Portugal 284, Roger, Airbus 0706, contact approach 1213, continue climb flight level 370.
1213, bye-bye.
Flaps 0.
Flaps 0. Vou pôr aqui a Tuzi também.
Check set direct position at 2Z. Check the climb nav at 2Z 013, 86 nautical miles.
Put Portugal 284 heavy, just born, proceeding at Tuzi, crossing 2000 feet.
Portugal 284, continue climb flight level 370, next report passing flight level 140, red estimate at 2Z Curla EJ.
Set standard.
Standard set, crossing 3.5. Now.
Check flight level 370 blue after takeoff climb checklist.
Coming. Bottle ref.
Standard set.
Standard set after takeoff checklist complete. About TAP. It's a very old company, maybe one of the oldest in Europe. We had even an imperial route back here to Mozambique from Lisbon, long time ago. But for now, we have a larger nets, so flying, of course, in Europe, but far still in Europe, up to Tel Aviv, for instance, Kiev, Moscow, but also with medium aircrafts, we are going back here to Accra, for instance, and Abidjan, São Tomé e Príncipe, Guinea, so making a 4 hours flight, more or less. Also, we began a fly to United States, in also north of Brazil, with medium hull aircrafts. Actually, the long range, the 321, we just received. In total, we have about 90 planes. We have 19 A330neos plus 2 CEOs, or 3 actually. Well, they are living and getting in, so these figures are not exactly the same as yesterday. It will change quickly. And we have also in the 320 family, the 319, 20 and 21, the NEOs long range, about 45. And also with the PGA, which is a subsidiary company from TAP, which performs regional and also domestic and in Europe medium flights, medium with Embraer 190-95. Very new, very fuel conservative aircrafts, all of them. So they are fully equipped, so we are able to perform all tops or RVSCM, or no matter what are the requirements in performance mainly. But also we are able to take all of the loads requested from our clients. We experienced to have now cargo operation. We had the 2 330s being transformed, so we will start to dedicate at least 1 aircraft to that operation. I'm the commander of this flight. When coming from Lisbon to Maputo, we had other 2 pilots due to duty time limitations, and since the flight was during night, we had 3 crew members here in the cockpit. Today is a daylight flight, so we just need 2. I'm here with Francisco, which is the pilot flying now. I'm monitoring. It's my turn. And I started as a military pilot in the Air Force, Portuguese Air Force, in 1981. So I had 17 years old at that time. I stay in the Air Force, flying both jets and conventional, just to up to 1988, and then I changed to civil aviation, direct to TAP. I started flying this 727, I mean Boeing 727, in the medium hull. I both models, 100 and 200. I stayed there for 2 years or so, more or less. Then I changed to long haul, still as a first officer. In that moment, we received the 320. It was about 1991, more or less. But I had the opportunity to change to long haul, and so it was directly to Airbus the A310. At that time, the main routes were to United States, namely Boston, New York, also Canada, Toronto, Montreal. We flew also to north of Brazil, in Central America, Venezuela, at that time. It was my option to stay there because I had the opportunity to change to A340, also Lockheed, the 3-star, but I preferred at that time to stay in the Airbus 310. It was a prerogative of mine to do that. So I stayed there for 7, almost 8 years when I changed to captain. I got back to medium haul, so operating mainly in Europe. Also a few flights in Africa, sub-Saharan, but in the south of Sahara, also a few destinations, but mainly in Europe. So TAP has this interline or hub model, making his hub home in Lisbon. So we have this medium haul acting as feeder and the feeder of the hub operation. At this moment, we have more or less 50 destinations in the medium haul. So I start with the 330 in 2006, I suppose, yeah. And then I became pilot of on 340. We flew both. We had 4 340s at that time, and now the 340s are gone, so we just have 330s, mainly Neos, 19. The net became larger, our destinations in long haul, so we diminished our exposition to Brazil, still having 11 destinations in Brazil. TAP is the main European flying to Brazil, European company flying to Brazil, and but we have more destinations in the United States now. It's an increasing market. So we have Miami, also Kandy and Newark, Boston, Chicago, Washington, San Francisco, and still flying to Canada, Toronto, and but we open also operations in Central America. So we flew Bogota, Panama, Miami, also Miami is United States, but we have Punta Cana now as a kind of regular destination. So I have about 20,000 flight hours. Meanwhile, I was the Portuguese Association Technical Director. Also act as a TRI and TRE and TAP. I was elected also for a while as a technical director of European Cockpit Association in Brussels, is the European branch for IFALPA. Then I became contractor to Eurocontrol, still in Brussels, but I keep acting as captain here in TAP all the time also. So with a few other pilots, we have now another challenge. So I just have been elected as Portuguese Pilots Association President. Of course, I'm with a few other guys as a team, and everything will depend on what efforts the team will be able to put in the terrain. Thank you.
Into Portugal, where we will join our standard terminal and approach our start for the runway news, which today will be probably runway 20 in Lisbon. We will fly the Gaius approach, one of the Gaius approach. We have a couple of them, and we're expecting to land in about 3 hours and 20 minutes. So we hope you have enjoyed our flight up until now, and we'll see you soon. Can edge 1018 and we'll be ready for a shortcut, Portugal 284.
Vamos expor pouco mais tarde, está bem?
Check them.
4
Check them.
Não esquecer. 100 chega.
100.
Eu tenho GPS para.
18105, 5 Lima India.
Set
Thank you,
can edge
bye-bye.
1018, no standby também.
Is set and cross check, passing altitude 5,400 feet now.
Check down 3000 blue.
Check them.
Vertical speed.
Check them.
Lights still alive.
Checked.
2,500.
2,500.
Did manage.
Check them.
Let me get down.
Portugal 284, wind 240 degrees, 5 knots, runway 20, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 20, Portugal 284.
Billboard 5 Lima India.
2405.
Left on
Check.
Hold short Quebec, contact down 11755. Beautiful, set of our hold short Quebec.
390.
Lands.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
Autopilot off.
I have control.
You have control.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Re-4.
We're on spoilers. Reverse screen. Decel. Auto brakes off.
I have control.
70 knots.
Good day, Fox LA 33 Delta Papa, auto final to down.
Taxi speed.
Nós 32.
Check them.
And so we came to position 142 as expected. with a very nice bridge. So on time, I would say, so passenger will be able to transfer as expected. Thanks a lot for your company. Bye-bye.